I want to share something that God revealed to me when I was reading the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verses 10. In chapter 2, verse 10, it talks about Moses when he was born. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses. And she said, because I drew him out of the water. So if you know the story of Moses, he was born, right? And the mom, to protect him, the mom put him in a basket and put him in the basket and push him down the river so that Pharaoh's daughter can rescue him. So Pharaoh's daughter was taking a bath at the river where Moses' mom, whose name was not Moses at the time yet, because the mom didn't name him, or at least it doesn't say in the Bible. She put him in the basket and she found him. And so Moses' sister was standing nearby and told the princess, Pharaoh's daughter, who found him, she said, hey, do you want to hire someone that can nurse him since he's a baby? And she said, yeah. So that girl, being Moses' sister, the princess ends up hiring Moses' biological mother, who the princess did not know it was the mom. So long story short, in this chapter, Exodus chapter 2, is about where the mom puts Moses in the basket, and the princess finds the baby, and they hire the mom, Moses' mom, to nurse him. And so that's the backstory of when Moses was born, when he was a baby. But the reason I want to focus here in verse 10, where it says that the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses. Listen to this part. She called him Moses, and she said, because I drew him out of the water. Now, that was Exodus chapter 2. Now, Exodus chapter 14. Is it not a coincidence? It's not. That God used Moses to part the Red Sea. So Exodus chapter 14, verse 21. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And if you read more on chapter 14, you read the whole story of how God used Moses to part the Red Sea so that Israelites can go through the sea and be rescued from Pharaoh, who wanted to kill them. And the reason I share this because God just revealed this to me, and it's mind-blowing because it's not a coincidence. Moses was rescued from the water by Pharaoh's daughter. He was rescued as a baby from the water. And God uses Moses to part the water, the Red Sea, to rescue the Israelites. That to me is mind-blowing, because it's like God used Moses' birth, his childhood. He used that again, but as an adult, to rescue the Israelites by water. And that just all connected. And that just goes to show that God does have a plan. He does have a purpose for everybody. No matter what background you come from, what culture, who are your parents, God has a plan for everyone. And it just blows my mind because it's just like water and water. He was rescued from water, and he was rescued by water, by God. Him and the Israelites, God rescued them by water. It just all connects. Like, it's just crazy. Again, in Exodus chapter 2, it talks about when Moses was found by the princess and she named him Moses. And then in Exodus chapter 14, verse 21, where God used Moses to part the Red Sea so that the Israelites and him can cross to escape from being captured by the king Pharaoh, who was after them to kill them all. I encourage you to read those chapters. But again, to God, it does not matter where you came from, who are your parents, what you did in your past. God has a plan, has a purpose for your life. Believe it, receive it. Ask God to show you what that is. If you don't know what that is, God will show you. I hope you find this encouraging and that you read Exodus chapter 2 and chapter 14. God bless. Take care, and Jesus Christ is King.